Hello and welcome back to our Let's Play on Calmsden Farm. If you watched the last episode, you'll have known we stopped halfway through the day because basically the video was getting a little bit long. We were already at about 40 minutes, towards 40 minutes, something like that. So we didn't have a chance to do this soybean contract. I've leased the equipment. It's not a great payout or anything like that. It's only about 8 grand, I think, from the top of my head. Yeah, 8 grand. It'll be less than that because I've borrowed the machinery as well, which I think is about 800. But the thing that is good about it is I'll have some leftover soybean and I'll be able to put that through production, which is what I want to do. The equipment being given is this 7810, which I actually think I prefer these than the newer John Deeres. I think these slightly old, are these 90s ones? I don't know off the top of my head. 90s, early 2000s, something like that. Yeah, I just think they look really, really good. And there's nothing wrong with the newer ones, I just prefer the look of them. And this T560i. I just thought we'd use something different instead of using our kit all the time. So we'll get this one folded. And it doesn't matter. Oh, saying that, it's soybean anyway. I was going to say it doesn't matter if it's chopping. But we wouldn't get it regardless. I mean, I know I'm not going to get loads off here. But also it shouldn't take us overly long either. I think I've done pretty much all the work in this field as well. I'm sure I have. This is field 23. This is the one that at the beginning of the game was free. There was no price on it. What I'm going to do quickly, just while that's going up there, I'm going to save it, just in case we get, well, the crash that we have been getting. Or the crashes that we have been getting. The episode that I've just done hasn't gone out yet. It won't do for another 2 days as well. So tonight I've just put out in No Man's Land. I think it's episode 51. I've just put out. So this I think will be episode 25 of Calmsden. So I've got, there's no sort of normally what I'll do, I'll tend to sort of spend a little bit of time talking about any comments or any DMs I've been sent or anything like that, but there's nothing. Like I said, the previous episode hasn't been put out yet. But things for Calmsden, I think we ended up having quite a good episode last time. We made a lot from contracts, and we made a hell of a lot actually of some of our produce, a lot more than expected. Did I say somewhere between 30 and 40 grand, and we made 66. And if you think as well, what was actually on that truck, there wasn't much, was there? It wasn't like there was loads of produce on there. So I'll tell you what we didn't do. We'll have to do it today. I know I'll go off track a little bit. We need to get some greenhouses up and running, because right now is the only thing we've got missing might be strawberries. I have to put butter onto distribute. I think I need to do that, but We're defo missing strawberries. We've got sugar, the milk you need for the butter. We've got flour, strawberries. I feel like I'm missing something. Even if I am missing some, I'm sure we've got it. I'm sure the only thing we were missing was the strawberries. And I think we might put those greenhouses up where the pigs are, possibly. If not, I could always buy, if you think of where the pigs are, and then the lower field where the stables were, there's that middle field, isn't there, that had the it had all the jumps and the equestrian rubbish. I don't know why I called it rubbish. The stuff that we were never going to use. I would have put it a bit better, I suppose, than rubbish. I have nothing against people who do anything with horses. So we could buy that land, which I think is only about 40 grand, and we could put the greenhouses in there. In fact, what I could do, I could buy that land and then put a load of greenhouses in there and just have them selling or distributing. That might be a good idea. I'll just have to make sure that there's a route through to get through to the other field, but that shouldn't be an issue. The only issue would be it would take so long to fill them up. But I mean, that's just one of them things we'd have to live with. I'd have to, do you know what, I'd have to put a standpipe or something, which means we would have to pay, because there's no way I could keep doing that journey. I wonder if there's somewhere closer to the river that we could look at. The only thing is, I know around close to the river, the ground's quite steep, isn't it? I don't know. We'll have to have a look. What about where the silage goes, possibly? Where we've got the silage now. I can't remember if that leads directly down to the river, or if there's a if there is a wall in between. We'd have to have a look. I'd like to put it up more towards where the chickens and pigs are, to be honest. Even if I have to pay for the water. Because even, I think buying a huge tanker, I don't think we would really have the space to be using it. A water tanker, that is. Don't know, we're gonna have to check that out. And it is something I'd like to get sorted today, to be honest, because I want to get cracking with them cakes, because they bring in a hell of a lot. I say they bring in a hell of a lot of money. I haven't done them yet, but the price of them is really high. I think even though we've made loads of money, I mean, you have to look at the amount of money we made when we sold all the milk the first time round. We made something like 108 grand, didn't we? I'm sure we made 54 grand off each tanker full. But if we put all that into productions, we should make more, shouldn't we? I think. It just, I don't... With the amount of money we made, if you think of the 5 things that we need to put in, I keep saying that, I'm sure it's 5, you know, for cakes. cakes. Sugar. Oh, eggs was the other one. I've got eggs. So yeah, it's just strawberries I need. Yeah, nearly 11 grand at its highest. I need to do some terrain up there as well. The bakery's still got loads of shrubbery outside of it. To be fair, that's the same on No Man's Land as well. I dislike doing terrain. I'm not great at it, which doesn't help. The thing on No Man's Land though, I just haven't got the money to do it, whereas I can't really argue on here. I'm just not doing it. What I'll give this John Deere... Ah, I thought we'd crashed there. What I'll give this John Deere is... It is mega manoeuvrable. To the point where sometimes it feels twitchy. Which I don't think's a bad thing. Right. We can start going up and down now. What I'm going to do is... I'm going to put it on a worker. While we go and get the tractor. Or more importantly, the trailer. I mean, it'll finish any time, but the pipe's on the right side and we need to... There we go. We need to bring it up regardless. This soybean here, I don't think we'll get a load off it. It's just there's one of the things you can make with it. One of the productions is some sort of soy drink. So I think that's what we're gonna go for. Just, again, get a bit more money compared to just selling it on its own. I love this trailer as well. I actually prefer it without the extension on, but I don't mind it with. You see loads of these type of trailers in the UK. Absolutely tons. Mostly with the extensions off, but this sort of style. I don't know if in the US they've it's prominent where the sort of larger ones are used, but yeah, you get tons like this in the UK. And you normally see them from about here as you're following it along some rubbish little B road with nowhere to overtake. Don't know what the capacity is, but looks like we'll get about double. Looks like we'll get at least 2 runs. Right, what else? If I leave that on a worker, what else can we do? I don't particularly want to leave it on a worker, but what have we got? We've still got barley going. We've still got the canola oil going, although we're pretty much out of canola. Sugar we're storing. Let's change the output to distributing. And The same with butter. That's just about to get its first crate, so we want to leave that, don't we? We need to start filling it with flour again. I mean, we've got loads of it as well, so it won't be an issue. There, soybean drink. Just soybean and water. I don't know how much we get for that, but it's got to be more. Even that, 2 notes. And the mixed salad, when I'm on about getting loads of greenhouses, then I think we've definitely got options. Right, I'll take that up a worker because we don't really need it on one. Random point to go up. I keep forgetting whenever we work in this film, I forget that it sort of tapers up towards the top. I think it was when we were either fertilising or spraying, it was quite annoying. Right, what I think we'll do, because what we've been on, right, we've been on here 16 minutes already. I'm going to put the rest on a time lapse, and then we'll come back and get cracking with other stuff. So in a bit. We're almost there. So, turns out this field was quite a lot bigger to harvest than anticipated. It certainly took, I missed that little bit. It certainly took that little bit longer. You can see we're 10 to 4. I've done, which you'll have probably seen because I did record it, I've done one trip to the sell point, which was like, I think it was 22.5 grand, 22,500 litres, sorry. So what I'm hoping is we get everything in this last trailer, which I think we're gonna. I'll be disappointed now if we don't. Just making sure that wasn't a bit over there as well, because we've only got this bit up in the corner to do. Yeah. The time lapse you'll have seen won't have been massive. I've started stripping the time lapses right down really, because what I might start doing is, I mean, this is more of a conversation that I'm going to have on No Man's Land, to be honest, because that's where the comments for it were on. But yeah, I might start doing shorter but more often regarding the time lapses. So it'll be this and then one more rundown, won't it? And then, yeah, hopefully. In fact, we will. I know we will. We'll get all this in that trailer. And then we'll see how much we have to tip. Hopefully we'll be left with a decent amount. In fact, it won't be one more run. It's going to be at least 2. But yeah, I started doing it, so you'll have seen with the time lapse I did sort of over in that left hand side. And I was thinking, this is going a lot slower than what I thought it would. I think it's deceptively big. When you're looking up there, it doesn't seem overly big, but then when you change it to look down there, it's a hell of a lot longer than you realise, and obviously it gets a lot wider down at the bottom as well. Right, let's go and tip this. I'll tell you what else I found as well. I don't know what the horsepower is for this tractor. In fact, I might even go and look while it's emptying. What is it? 7810. Right. John Deere, there it is, 7810. 175 horsepower. That did not feel like 175 horsepower pulling this. Right, so we're empty. Let's do the sensible thing and save it before I start going. I mean, see, even there, we're going up that bit of a hill, and you can see it's struggling. It's certainly not easy. We'll whack the beacons on, and we'll get going. I will see you up there. Right, getting into the sell point. We have 17,122 litres. I'm hoping it's not going to take too much more. It's 92%. It says. So as soon as that money starts going up, I need to stop. There. So what's that going to leave us with? Oh my god. I knew it wasn't going to leave us with much, to be fair. But that's still 2,000 litres. Nearly 3,000 litres. I'll probably have 3,000 litres if I stopped it dead on. I mean, I suppose I'm getting about 7.5 grand for doing it as well, so I can't really complain. Well, I can, and I am. I want more soybeans. Right. The tip point's there, isn't it? Just on this side. Yes. Are we going to tip? Are we not tipping? Did I go too far back? Yeah, I must have went too far back. That must be the door around here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, where's the thing? This one. Right, I'll use this instead. Okie doke. So, soybean drink. Let's make some soybean drink. Got plenty of water. We've got a little bit of soybean. I'll tell you what, I'll complete that now. So I'm getting 7,195. It'll be 8,000 with what we sold that leftover soybean for. How much do we make with this soybean drink? I don't suppose it'll be much. No, it's not. So 850, say, something like that. Right, what do we need to do? How's our animals? we need to take that food down. There, alright. We need, I'll tell you what we need to do. We need to bring eggs up. That's what we need to do. Ah, and we need to put the greenhouses down. Right, give us 2 seconds. I'm going to have a look and see where we can put them. I'm taking this over because I think I know what we're going to do. I think the small field at the bottom that used to have the stables in, we're just going to use that. We're not going to spend the money to buy that middle field because, I mean, we get next to nothing off this little field down the bottom anyway. So why not do that? Do you know what I should have done before I come on as well? I should have went and prepped a load of water, shouldn't I? That's what I should have done. Right. Let's get them. Yeah, so today am I looking at 3 off this field? And to be honest, I don't know this, but the first one might have been the majority might have come off the field beforehand if the baler was already full. I think I'm going to stack them up over that side there, over at the back, because there's a natural sort of flat piece there which the building would have been on at the time. And then that'll still give us enough room over here. I mean, we might still end up putting more placeables on here regardless. Sheep's still walking a bit funny. Right. Let's... what do we want? Productions. Greenhouses. On a map like this, we just want the big ones, don't we? Tell you what I'll do quickly. I'll put the... you'll see I've knocked the time down just because it was starting to get a bit dark. That's what we want. I'm going to get a few of these as well, I think. Why on earth does it overlap so much? Oh, don't say it's because of that. Is that overlapping because of the hay? It is, isn't it? Oh my god, that's so annoying. Right, I can still put one around here though. And then I'll just have to terrain it down. Oh, I don't like that at all. Is that actually going down? Oh yeah. That's alright. But that's really annoying. How can I get rid of that? If I would have to paint over it, wouldn't I? Or else bring the baler back round. Which just seems like such a waste of time. Oh my god, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. I'm gonna be able to squeeze one in there. No. I don't want that coming all the way out there. And it's covered over here. Right. I'm gonna have to go and get rid of this somehow. Give us 2 secs. Right, we managed to place some more greenhouses. 2 more we managed to do. Get through here. Yeah. And we just went and got some water. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare trying to... I hate trying to back these up. So it would be easier doing this. I need to open it as well, but don't I? Please, there we go. So we've got 3 so far. I want one in that gap as well, just sort of straight ahead. I'm hoping to get rid of what I've done, and you can see around the that's all I want, 33% each, so roughly. You can see I've painted the terrain, sort of scattered it around. Didn't think about this. Are we going to pick up just? Yes. But there's a bit there close to the fence. What it isn't recognising, it's almost like I don't own that bit of the field. So we'll have to come back and do something with that that bit of hay. And I think there's a bit similar over the other side as well. Right, so we'll get this emptied. I'm going to do 1 of each in the greenhouses. 1 strawberries, 1 tomatoes, 1 lettuce. Then we can start putting it through. Putting it through the productions. So we'll have... I can do them all for me, can't I? 1 tomatoes, 1 lettuce, 1 strawberry. But we want to... So this is strawberry 1. Distribute that. Distribute that. And distribute that. I'm quite happy actually how that has softened. I mean, it goes up a bit here, but it was mostly going along there that I was worried about. So that isn't too bad. So we've got 1 there. All these should have started growing. Yeah, they have. There's the lettuce. And there's the strawberries. So, I mean, this whole area, I'll jump up on here, we can turn into some sort of like garden centre stroke whatever, I don't know. Basically we can have more greenhouses and sort of productions. I don't even know what else is in there. Generator wise, oh yeah, I was going to say we could have orchards, but they're it's not big enough. And the thing about getting them is the equipment is ridiculous. Right, at the point when I start yawning, that's the point when we need to stop. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.